greet you all in the name of Jesus Christ. I'm doing something different today. I'm sharing a message, but all I want you guys to focus on, I need you guys to just focus on listening. I need you guys to focus on listening to the words, listening to the message. I'm going to pray first. And if you guys could join me in this prayer. Father, my Jehovah, King of Kings, Father, we come to you this hour because we want to be grateful. We want to be grateful for the air in our lungs. We want to be grateful for the fact that we could get up and walk. We want to be grateful for the fact that we have families. We want to be grateful for the fact that we are not out in the streets right now, Lord. We want to be grateful for the fact that you watch over us. I am grateful for the fact that I have people that love me. I am grateful for the fact that I have friends that care. I am grateful for the fact that you have chosen me. I am grateful for the fact that you have put me in this place. I am grateful for the fact that you have taken me out from a place where I do not belong. You have taken me out, you've chosen me, you've broken these chains. You're trying to show me the light. Father, we all come to you right now. We ask that you open our ears, open our minds, open our hearts. Let's receive this message. We want to learn from you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. I'm going to read Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1 to 8, which says, everything has its time. Everything has its time. To everything there is a season. A time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born. A time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck what has been planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up. A time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to gain and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to sue. A time to keep silent and a time to speak. A time to love, a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. Right now, in this message I'm going to be focusing on, our title is Break Chains. We want to break chains. Whatever cycle, whatever generational curse, whatever you think that, whatever mess you think that you're constantly in, we want to break those chains. We want you to break away from that mess. We want to break away. I want you to break away from that cycle. I want you to break away from always feeling the pain you feel. I want you to break away from the suffering. I want you to break away for always being the one to worry about what happens to your family members. Always being the one that cares. Always being the only one that thinks about others, yet the world just spits you out. We want to break those chains because we are children of a great and mighty kingdom. We don't deserve to cry. We don't deserve to mourn. We don't deserve to live the way some of us live. But the great thing about this is we serve a mighty God. We serve a God that fights for us each and every day. A God that just puts air in our lungs each and every day. The fact that your chest is moving up and down. Your chest is, you've got something beating in your chest right now. The fact that you've got air pumping in and out of your lungs right now, that's a sign that God wants to use you for something. That's a sign that God is not done with you. No matter what the world has told you, no matter what you've told yourself, God still needs you in this world. I'm going to talk about character and reputation. Character is like a tree and reputation is like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it and the tree is the real thing. Now, ask yourself this question: when God shines a bit of light on you, when God shines a bit of light on your character, what reflection does it get? You cannot get a reflection without a light source, right? And you shed a light source onto anything, you get a reflection of what that thing is, right? You get a mirror image of what that thing is. Now, there's a difference between character and reputation. Both can be changed, but there's a trick to how it works. You can change your reflection by changing your character, but you cannot change your character by changing your reflection. See, many of us live in a world where we care about what people think of us, right? So we polish up our reflection. We focus more on holding on to cherishing, maintaining our reputation, but we don't care about our character. We don't care about changing our character. We don't care about fixing the core. We don't care about maintaining the core, because more time, the more you work on maintaining your reputation, right? No matter how bad it is, like the more time you spend on maintaining it, the more damage you do to your character. So by changing your character, you can change your reputation, but you cannot change your character by changing your reputation. I hope you guys get that. So when God shines a bit of light on your character, what reflection does it get? What's your reputation? Right? Think of how people see you. Think of how people see you, whether people just see you as a bad person, people just see you as a cheater, people just see you as this girl that's not worth anything. Yeah, think about all that stuff. Like, are you that person? Right? Is that because of the character, or is that just a reflection that people get of you? Now, don't worry about trying to change what people think of you. Just change who you are. Focus on being the best you. But sooner or later, a bit of light shines again on that character. If you've worked on that character, if you've worked from the inside out, your reflection will show exactly who you really are. So, how do we make sure our reflection portrays who we really are? You have to love God first. Alright? Love God first. And this is before man, before woman, or anything. Right? Don't get in a relationship. Don't get married. Right? And then after you've done all those things, then you turn to God and like, Lord, please bless my relationship. Right? Don't date a certain person, right, and receive all these signs, all these red flags from God, telling you that that's not your guy, that's not your girl. But you ignore all those things, and you still expect God to bless that relationship. Still expect God to bless that friendship. It doesn't work like that. You have to love God first. And this doesn't mean that only love God on Sundays. This don't mean that only love God before bed or just when you wake up. This is 24 hours, 7 days of the week, 365 days of the year. You have to love God first, all the time. You're human, right? You will mess up, right? But it's what you do afterwards. It's what you choose to do afterwards. So you have to love God first, right? He should know that no matter what pain you're going through, no matter what your ex put you through, right? No matter how many times that guy cheated on you, or no matter, like what this girl did to you, what this man, what this woman did to you, right? You used to turn to God and just say, Lord, I trust you. And it didn't work with that next person. because I know that you've got something in store for me. Right? When you're in pain, when you're suffering, you lost that job, your finances are peak, right? Nothing's going well for you. Who do you love more? Who do you turn to more? Right? Who do you look for help? Who do you cry to? Who do you talk to? Who do you tell these secrets? Right? Your deepest secrets, who do you tell them to? You have to tell them to the one person that's always going to be there for you, and that's God. That one person that always fights for you. That one person that only tells you no when really and truly he knows best that it's a no. Right? And any time that he's supposed to give you a yes, he can give you a yes. And that's God. I'll read Proverbs 17 verse 22. He says, a merry heart does good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. When you've got God in your life, when you put God first, when you make God your best friend, when you make God the person you lean on, when you make God the person you talk to every day when you wake up, every day before you sleep, every time before you eat, right? That's you working on that character. Right, that's God. That's you and God working on that character. You're working from the inside out. Right? A merry heart does good. Right? When you work from the inside out with God, your character is like medicine. Your character is like medicine. Being around other people that struggle, being around other people that find it hard, they can just look at you. They can just look at what God is doing in your life, and they'll come to you and tell you, I want that same thing. I want to feel the way you're feeling. Right? And that's not because of a compliment you got from a guy you work with. That's not because of a compliment you got from a girl in the club. But that's because you can feel the presence of God. That's because you can feel him working in you. Right? And the only way you can get that feeling, the only way you can feel that touch, the only way you can feel his presence is if you put him first. You surrender it to him. You let him know, Lord, I need you. I cannot do this without you. Each and every time I try, I fail. And each and every time I fail, I turn away from you. And each and every time I turn away from you, Lord, the devil is waiting on me on the other side. Each and every time I walk away from you, Lord, the devil is waiting there, and he is happy, he is excited, he is ready to cause me more pain. And what hurts the most, if you turn back, you will still see God there, telling you to come back with open arms. Telling you that he didn't mean to hurt you. God will still be there telling you that he is still here for you. He will always be here for you. So a merry heart does good like medicine, but a broken spirit dries the bones. If your soul is stained, no matter what reputation you've got out there, shine a bit of light on that. Anything in the dark will come to the light. So we need to work. We need to twist and turn our core. You gotta find a way. If you find it hard to pray on your knees, then pray while you walk into work. Pray while you walk into school. You just gotta find a way to let God hear you. Find a way to just get his attention, just a tiny bit. And once you grasp that, he will come close and tell you, my son, my daughter, what do you need? I've been waiting for this moment. I've been waiting. I did not want to see you cry. I did not want to see you pain. But I let you go through that because I need you to come to me. I need you to call to me. Jeremiah 33 verse 3 says, call to me and I will answer you. I will show you these great and mighty things. But God cannot show you these great and mighty things if it's not called to him. He cannot bless you like that. Because you've got that free will. Right? You can choose to be part of God's kingdom or not to be part of kingdom. It's a choice. So God cannot make you choose. Right? God wants that true love. You cannot force someone to love you. It just happens. Next point is you gotta love yourself. You gotta accept your flaws and change what you can change. Change what God commands you to change. Right? Guys, if you know God is telling you that, stop lying to my daughters. If God is telling you that, stop putting your hands on my daughters. Stop causing them pain. Stop putting them through stuff I don't want to see them go through. You gotta find a way to change that. Generational curse or not, a behavior you picked up or not, whatever that is, if God is commanding you to change it, if God is telling you that, I can help you change that. I can help you change your flaws. I can help you change who you are. Then Jeremiah 33 verse 3, call to me. Call to God and he'll show you his power. And he'll show you his power. Same thing goes for ladies. Accept your flaws. Accept the fact that you're addicted to this. Accept the fact that you don't like it when you're just talking to one guy. Accept those things. That's where it starts. That's how change starts. You gotta accept certain things. And once you accept that, you go to God. My Lord, you're trying to show me these things. I see it. I see it. Please help me, Lord. I will do all I can. But I need you. Proverbs 18 verse 12 then says, before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty, but before honor is humility. You gotta surrender it all to God. Next point is change. You gotta change what you prioritize, right? Don't focus on what he or she deserves, right? Don't put yourself through all this pain just because you're trying to let this guy smile. You're trying to make him happy. Guys, don't put yourself through debt because you're trying to impress her, right? It's what you prioritize. Right. Think about it. Change your routine. Each and every morning, you get up. You get out of bed, you stretch. Jump in the shower, brush your teeth. Eat and go out. How about each and every morning, you get up. Before you stretch your body, stretch your faith. Before you wash your body with water and soap, wash it with the word. Before you brush your teeth, rinse your tongue and lips with the word. Rinse your tongue and lips with prayer. And next thing to change how you pray. Change how you pray. Don't only pray when things go bad. Don't only pray when life gets difficult. Don't only pray when you don't see a way out. Yesterday you was alive. Yesterday you didn't get involved in an accident. Last week, you managed to talk to your mom, you managed to talk to your parents, and they're fine. 3 months down the line, you went to church. You were told that God loves you. You're his child. So be grateful before you plead with. Be grateful. Be grateful of the little things God does for us. You can walk, you can talk, you can see, and if you can't see, you can hear. If you can't hear, you can think. And if you can't think, you can still love. You can still love. And if you can still love, let's go back to the very first point. Love God. Love God first before anything. And when you love God, He makes everything else easy. When you love God, everything else makes sense. When you truly love God, you can do certain things that you never thought you would do. When you love God, He makes you cry at random times for no reason. When you love God, you feel His presence when you speak His word. When you love God first, you hear Him when He talks to you. Now, I just need you guys to do me a favor. This is not just a random message. This is a message that is coming from deep down, from my core. I'm trying to change my character too. I'm trying to change who I am. I'm trying to love God. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to have that better reputation, that better reflection. So I'm asking you, let's start a journey. A journey to a place you and I don't cause pain. We don't suffer. We don't stress. We don't get anxious. Let's get to a place where we have enough room to stretch our faith to full length. Let's get to a place where we have enough room to fully stretch our faith. Fully stretch it. That no matter what the enemy throws at us, we know we have a God. No matter what the demons try to do in our lives, we know we have a Father. No matter what the enemies that surround us think they can do, we smile because we know we are blessed. So, guys, break chains. Let's get to God. Let's get to God. Change whatever you can change in your life. Record it. Monitor it. Right? If it's reading the Bible, start by reading one verse. If it's reading a novel, start by reading one page. If it's a prayer, start by getting on your knees and just thanking God of what happened today. If you find it hard to praise, start by singing your favorite songs. If you find it hard to love, start by loving God first. Thank you all for listening. Please share. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Goodbye.